Perfect. And I'm sure we'll remember this day forever. So I'd like to echo what Nick said earlier. We've had some fantastic bridesmaids today. You've done a fantastic job, and Sarah, Sophie, Steffi, you keeping it together there? And our maid of honour, Becky. I mean, you all look absolutely stunning in those beautiful dresses. And like Arden, it is. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Bay. I went to school with Nick. I went to university in Cardiff with Nick. I even worked with Nick for a little while, until he sacked me.
So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jamie Risdale, Nick's best friend of 15 years through thick and thin. Only very recently demoted to one of two. I'm not sure if you guys know, but Nick actually originally started his best man search in Bristol. But he had to slowly increase his catchment area until he managed to find anyone willing to say a few kind words about him. Having exhausted the UK, then Europe, Africa, the Middle East, and the Americas, Nick's dad finally gave me a call and asked if I'd fly back from Sydney and Bay from Hong Kong. Sounds like money really does talk. Now look, let me make a point of saying just how wonderful Leanne looks today. Truly one in a million. And Nick looks as good as he always does. Never mind. I think you'll agree, we had a couple of amazing poems today from Pam and Sandra. Funnily enough, Bay and I were actually going to write a poem about Nick for you all to read as well, but we had to cancel that idea when we couldn't find anything to rhyme with stellar, crap golfer and smelly. No, look, I think I'm actually pretty well placed to be standing up here today to talk about the groom. I am Nick's oldest friend. And I'm not referring to the fact I look 47. I've known Nick since we were 14 years old. When I first met him, believe it or not, he was a bicycle-obsessed, acne-covered geek that had never even spoken to a female. Obviously things are different these days. He sold the bike. Now look, they always say friendships are born from mutual grounds, and I think for us, our mutual ground was the fact that neither of us had any friendships. All we wanted was to be the popular kids at school. We used to send each other strategic emails outlining various strategies about how to take over the world. One day I got a call from Nick. He decided that the best way of achieving mass popularity was to make the drastic decision to move schools. In fairness, Nick succeeded. Nick doubled his friendship group. Unfortunately, 2 times 0 is still 0, buddy. All was going to plan. Nick settled really quickly into Bristol Grammar School, and that's where he eventually met our current friendship group, which I'm very pleased about. Being a great sports school, everyone in the group is fit, healthy, athletic, good looking. Come to think of it, mate, I'm not entirely sure you managed to blag yourself in. But then it all went wrong. This is the serious bit. At the time, he fell in love with a girl. Not just any girl, that would have been easy. Nick had to fall in love for the girlfriend of the local Bristol bully. A kid so scary, so dangerous, that some say he actually bred budgies just to squash them. She was beautiful, I'll give him that. Nick tends to achieve his goals, from my experience, so the following 5 years is a complete blur. I I do remember it involved a lot of running, ducking, diving, and mapping out pub fire exits. A skill Nick still obtains to this very day. But I am pleased to say, ladies and gentlemen, this was all worthwhile as the beautiful girl I speak about is sat right next to him today. And she told me very early on in the relationship that she'd found Mr. Right. I just hope she realises that his first name is always. Look, you're a lucky groom, mate. You've married Leanne. She's beautiful, smart, funny, warm, loving and caring. And she deserves a good husband. So thank God you married her before she found one. On a serious note, mate, you're a role model to us both. You're without doubt the most talented, driven and on-the-ball person I've ever had the chance of knowing. And you actually pushed me to better myself and reach my own potential. You're loyal, honest and fun. And I'm proud to call you my best friend.
And Nicky boy, just from us, mate, thanks for being you. And please never change, because we've got no doubts that you'll continue to build a fantastic life by each other's side. I mean, Jamie and I genuinely wish you all the happiness in the world, and you guys are just really perfect for each other. So, it gives me great, immense pleasure to ask you for a final toast this evening to the new Mr. and Mrs. Aldrich, to Nick and Leanne.
Nick and Leanne! Woo! Cheers! Well done, boys.